don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an Eastside, big TD, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, fat. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, bet, that. Real, never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, 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 still that way.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette.
Missed.
It will not go down. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Chuck Clark able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers under pressure. They got him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
Here's Hardman to return. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. First and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll work down inside the 45. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Play action. Now Richardson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba what he was after there, and it's third down. Look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And complete to Smith and Jigba. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
So a couple of field goals now. 6-0 our score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Escaping the pressure right.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Hardman on the return.
Sheds him off at the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be Falcon football. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for them.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific a week ago. That retreat.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Richardson. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. He's got room to roam.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run with Gibbs.
Shrugs it. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Falcons 13. Buccaneers 0. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tomlin. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. The Bucs in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On second down, here's Fournette. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Rodgers. Complete. Jefferson the target. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The extra point by Mevis is up and good, and it's now 13-7. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Ready.
Richardson to throw off play action. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to stretch out their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Falcons 20, Buccaneers 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
This drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
The Bucs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Get 300 on the 50.
Rodgers now to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
They go play action with Richardson.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Let's go now.
First and 10, it's Richardson. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
I just was going behind my blockers.
Able to push that lead out a bit further.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Buccaneers 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Daron Payne. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken right around the 44. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Over. Inside. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be taken down at the 18.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Broncos.
Now Richardson. Catch is made by Hardman.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Come on.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Ready, set.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Richardson looking to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this.
That was supposed to be touchdown.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Stevenson now. He's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass. Second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. Outright to Smith-Njigba. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Going to be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down.
Ready.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
26 yards. First down, Falcons.
Ready.
Play action. Now Richardson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. 2nd and 10. Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On the tackle there was DJ Turner.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on down.
He pass better than my nigga.
And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off play action. Richardson. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Richardson. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Gibbs will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now it's Richardson.
The quick slant caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
An audible here to get a new look.
Hawk 70, Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Now it's Rodgers. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Taiwan set to kick off.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Come on.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Johnson.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Second and goal from the 1. Richardson off the play fake.
His
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Justice Hill from a yard out. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Falcons 36, Buccaneers 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Haener on 1st and 10. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Haener looking to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
Rodgers now to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing. Haener. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Rodgers now on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Micah Parsons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Hayner.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Anthony Harris.
And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Adam Gotsis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed.
There he goes right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Edwards in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Richardson looking to throw this. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
Mustang 19.
3rd and long for Richardson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Touchdown. Quez Watkins from 21 yards away. And the Falcons have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
14. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about it. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Come on.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
70 Rangers, go!
Richardson now on 2nd down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Falcons 50, Buccaneers 14. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road, how about all of that